tigers, apex predators of the natural world, often dubbed the infamous stalkers. With innate skills, they possess every trait necessary to survive and dominate in the harsh wilderness. Their silent steps, boundless patience, and deadly pounce make them masters of the art of hunting. For tigers, hunting once a week is enough, but the outcome of that hunt can be astonishing. They can consume up to 88 pounds of meat in a single meal, with a diet composed almost entirely of flesh. Unlike other predators, tigers require no support from their kind. In mere seconds, this feline assassin can take down a large prey with a lethal attack to the nape, ensuring a swift end before beginning its grand feast. These refined hunting skills have placed tigers at the pinnacle of the food chain. Yet behind their silent dominance lie relentless battles. In the tiger's world, power isn't just about hunting prowess, but also about the ability to defend their territory. To maintain dominance, they are willing to fight to the death against intruders. So what makes tigers such fearsome creatures? Which animals become unfortunate victims when facing this unmatched predator? And more importantly, what happens when the battle isn't between a tiger and its prey, but between tigers themselves? In the wild, territory is not just a home, but a vital factor for survival. For tigers, territory plays an essential role. It is the space where they hunt, rest, and ensure the continuation of their lineage. A tiger's territory can range from dozens to hundreds of square miles, depending on environmental conditions and food availability. Owning a vast territory means ample food sources and better chances of reproduction. But how does a tiger assert its ownership? Tigers are masters of using marks to declare and protect their domain. From scat left along paths and claw marks on tree trunks to the distinct scent they leave on leaves and rocks, all serve as powerful signals, warning potential intruders that this land is already claimed. Each mark carries its own message, not only indicating the tiger's presence, but also providing critical information about the owner's size, strength, and gender. This helps challengers assess the risks before deciding to intrude or confront. Moreover, defending territory requires constant vigilance. A tiger may patrol its area regularly, leaving fresh marks and checking for any unusual changes. This is how they maintain their domain against intrusions and preserve order in their controlled space. However, no matter how cautious, a tiger's territory always faces the threat of invasion. When this happens, fierce battles are inevitable, and only the strongest retain control. Ranthambore is one of India's largest national parks. Spanning a vast area, it is a favorite destination for global visitors eager to witness wildlife up close. The park was established in the 1970s after locals caused numerous forest fires. It boasts a unique and extraordinary ecosystem, creating a rich biodiversity. Visitors can encounter many wild and rare animals, including leopards, Indian flying foxes, sloth bears, desert cats, jackals, striped hyenas, and 5-striped palm squirrels. However, the highlight of Ranthambore National Park is the open jeep or bus safaris, offering the chance to directly observe the rare Bengal tiger. Among the feline family, the Bengal tiger is the largest, measuring approximately 6.5 feet in length and weighing over 660 pounds. They primarily inhabit the Sundarban's mangrove forests, stretching from India to Bangladesh. Due to shrinking habitats and poaching, Bengal tigers are now listed as highly endangered. Experts predict that in just a few decades, this magnificent animal may vanish from the earth. Because of their critically low numbers, Ranthambore National Park is one of the only places where lucky visitors can spot Bengal tigers. Today we were incredibly fortunate on our journey to explore Ranthambore's wilderness. Not only did we get to see 2 Bengal tigers, but we also witnessed the moment they fought over territory. It appears that the 2 tigers in the clip are from the same group out hunting. The massive cats silently walked side by side, showing no signs of hostility. However, the peace did not last long. Suddenly, one tiger launched a surprise attack on the other. The 2 ferocious creatures grappled with each other, using their powerful claws to inflict injuries on their opponent. The battle was quickly decided as the tiger that initiated the attack failed to hold its ground. It seems to have sustained a fatal wound, collapsing to the ground, breathing heavily, and conceding the territory to the victor. This stunning tigress is known as Sonam, the Queen of Territorial National Park. She reigns supreme over the Tilia Lake region, transforming the entire area into her playground. She raises her cubs, guiding them to maturity and strength. From a young age, Sonam's cubs begin exploring the territory independently. But everything changed when a new challenger emerged. This was Collar, a young, bold, and fierce tigress at Territorial National Park. One scorching summer day, Collar spent over an hour soaking in the lake to cool off. The forest was tranquil until the alarm calls of spotted deer shattered the silence. This wasn't because of Collar. Minutes later, Sonam appeared on the opposite side of the lake, patrolling her territory. Sonam's roar echoed as a challenge, unaware of the looming threat. Collar, with her piercing gaze, began swimming across the lake toward Sonam. The landscape seemed to favor Collar, allowing her to hide and strike unexpectedly. Collar moved carefully, step by step, as Sonam remained oblivious to the approaching danger. Using shrubs as cover, Collar strategically closed the distance to her target. The forest seemed to hold its breath as these 2 queens of the jungle drew closer. Sonam's determination to protect her cubs and territory gave her the edge in this confrontation. She drove Collar away, safeguarding her hidden cubs. But Collar wasn't ready to accept defeat. Shortly after, her body language signaled another challenge. Both tigresses were fierce and formidable, but Sonam's maternal instinct gave her the confidence to defend her domain and offspring. In the end, Sonam emerged victorious in this battle for survival. But this is likely not the end. With her fierce nature, Collar will soon return to reclaim the territory. As the sun set over Tilia Lake, victory belonged to Sonam once more. Her strength and beauty continued to captivate the hearts of countless creatures in the forest. Another ferocious battle unfolded between 2 massive tigers. Both were determined to claim victory in this territorial conflict, as tigers are solitary predators, unwilling to share their space with others of their kind. Tigers are renowned for being the most versatile predators, but this time, their deadly skills were aimed at each other. Nevertheless, neither showed any mercy toward their opponent. The 2 adult tigers used their claws to subdue one another. One gained an advantage by pinning the other to the ground. Their fierce growls drew the attention of nearby tigers, but the fight only intensified. They continued biting and clawing at each other, blood seeping from their mouths. Only when exhausted did they break apart, but the hatred remained visible on their faces. In Bangalore National Park, two white tigers faced each other in rage. Their eyes, sharp as knives, locked together without a hint of hesitation. Those gazes reflected not only a challenge, but also an unyielding resolve, as if only one could remain. A thunderous roar marked the declaration of war, a harbinger of the brutal clash to come. They charged at each other like two raging storms, razor-sharp claws slashing mercilessly. The sound of claws tearing through flesh mingled with growls, like blades slicing through the air. White fur scattered, now stained red with blood, as every strike carved more marks of ferocity and brutality. Neither tiger retreated. Each attack was packed with immense power, claws sinking deep and leaving long gashes on their rival's body. Heavy breathing and roaring filled the heated air of the battlefield, creating a dramatic, savage symphony of the wild. Both animals were injured, yet their eyes burned with fiery determination. Their gaze, sharp and furious, seemed to declare that weakness had no place in the fight for survival. In the wild, there is no concept of rest. Every day, every hour, tigers face new challenges. Fighting for territory, survival, and protecting what is theirs is a constant struggle. But these battles don't always end in glorious victory. Sometimes a fight can result in devastating consequences, even for warriors as formidable as tigers. When two male tigers clash over territory, the scene is unbearably brutal. Razor-sharp claws slice through thick skin, powerful bites tear into muscle, and deafening roars seem to split the air. These battles can last for hours, not just minutes, and often leave tigers with serious injuries. The wounds tigers endure are excruciating. They may suffer torn skin, broken bones, or deep injuries that harm internal organs. Whether superficial or severe, such injuries significantly impact their survival. In the wild, an injured tiger struggles not only to hunt, but also faces attacks from other predators, or the risk of starvation due to impaired hunting abilities. An injured tiger limps through the forest, trying to find prey, but every movement is slower and more challenging. Severe wounds force them to seek shelter. Though their strength wanes, their survival instincts drive them forward, refusing to surrender. Even when a tiger wins a battle, it doesn't guarantee lasting strength or dominance. Victories that secure territory often come at the cost of physical decline. The victorious tiger may retain its land, but pays dearly in diminishing vitality, gradually weakening its ability to survive. In their search for food, wounded tigers fight for survival every moment. They endure solitude and pain, driven by instincts to keep moving despite their failing bodies. For a mighty predator like the tiger, the toll of injuries is both a physical and psychological blow. The cruelty of nature is inescapable. A tiger's life in the wild is inseparable from relentless, unforgiving battles where life and death are separated by a fragile line. Injuries, no matter how minor, can mark the end for a tiger. Territorial disputes are just one part of their unending struggle for survival. No matter how powerful they are, nature always finds a way to challenge them, bringing even the mightiest warriors to their knees before the harshness of the wild. In the wild ecosystem, tigers play a vital role in maintaining natural balance. As apex predators, they regulate the population of other carnivores, helping stabilize the food chain. Their presence protects vegetation and profoundly influences the biological structure of entire forests. Tigers symbolize strength and order in the natural world. However, tiger habitats are increasingly under threat. The vast forests they call home are shrinking due to deforestation and human encroachment. Their territories are being invaded, and their fight for survival now extends beyond animals to include the battle against habitat loss. We are facing a dire reality: the decline of wild tiger populations. Habitat destruction, illegal poaching, and wildlife crimes are severely weakening tiger populations. Conservation organizations are working tirelessly to preserve these majestic creatures, protect their territories, and prevent extinction. As we admire the beauty and strength of tigers, the question remains: can they continue to exist in such a challenging world? The urgency to protect tigers has never been greater, not just to save this species but to safeguard the ecosystems they inhabit.